Aguascalientes is a modern state with significant levels of industrialization, security, education, and quality of life. It has an ideal location for business because it lies in the central corridor of the country's most productive area, the triangle formed by Guadalajara, Monterrey, and Mexico City. Its competitive workforce consists of more than 500,000 people, mostly young and with the highest level of education nationwide. Aguascalientes holds a place of art in education, obtaining corroborated by International Award for Innovation in Public School World Didactic. First in secondary education and primary education room, according to the organization Mexicanos Primero, while 8 of the universities in the state are qualified within the top 100 in the country evaluated. In addition to bilingual technological university El Retoño, only one of its kind in Mexico. It is important to mention that La Universidad Autónoma de Aguascalientes, an institution supported by the government of Carlos Lozano, is ranked among the top 5 public universities. Note that the state has generated 32,000 jobs in the government of Mr. Carlos Lozano. This is higher percentage than the 2 previous administrations. Ratings Finch raised the credit rating of the entity from very good to excellent for the proper management of its finances, and analysts at BBVA Bancomer and Banamex around 5% growth in GDP this year. International firms corroborate the strategic position of Aguascalientes. Multinational companies such as Calsonic Kansei, Donaldson, Flextronics, Jatco, Sensata Technologies, Texas Instruments, American Standard, among many others, have established and expanded in the state. Highlights the new Nissan Motor Company investment of $2 billion for the construction of its new complex. It will produce its first car in November 2013. It is the largest foreign direct investment in our country. Also, it has been announced on July 2013, 69 projects, 53 in the automotive sector and 16 in other branches of industry, with a total investment to date of 52,543 million pesos. According to the study on economic impact of Nissan's new investment that was conducted by the Tec de Monterrey, Nissan will generate between 54,000 and 70,000 jobs in the next 5 years. The automotive sector will be consolidated as the main activity, accounting for 8.61% of state GDP, with a production level that will exceed 1 million vehicles by the end of 2017. It is also expected to increase the population of 133,000 people. It will require the construction of more than 18,000 homes. Aguascalientes is distinguished nationally as one of the best cities to live. We are one of the safest states and the first to have a single control police. A very successful project has been the State Deaf Adolescent House, a space dedicated to identify and overcome the problems of our youth. To date, we have treated more than 35,000 young people. Once again, the San Marcos National Fair was a success, with more than 8 million visitors, making an economic impact of 3 billion pesos and generating 7,898 jobs. This year, we remember 100 years of the death of the engraver José Guadalupe Posada, creator of the famous Catrina, with multiple events in his honor, and in its museum, it is displayed his renowned graphic work. The Festival of Calaveras is celebrated at the end of October and early November. It is a tribute to the master's work and traditions of Posada and the Day of the Dead. So far this year, the airfare was up 10%, with direct flights to Los Angeles, Dallas, and Houston, just as Mexico City, Tijuana, and Cancun across 6 airlines. Hotel occupancy increased by 18% compared to 2012. In the first half of the year, there have been 73 conferences and conventions with the participation of more than 100,000 visitors. Last April, the Museum Descubre reopened vital space for access to new technologies for children and youth. Aguascalientes also has free internet in all public places in the state. Under the supervision of the Dutch University Wageningen, working in Aerosphere Agribusiness Project, which seeks to integrate the supply chains to give greater value to farm products. On the way to be the first green state in the country, it is promoting the use of electric transportation. In addition, 5,000 solar heaters have been delivered to lower CO2 emissions, and recycling water intensifies. The good economic performance in recent years, the arrival of new investment, with inflation lower than the national average, and adding the increase in exports, data to support that Aguascalientes is an excellent place to invest. Governor Carlos Lozano de la Torre is committed to his people, facilitating the establishment of new businesses in all areas, seeking the creation of more permanent jobs, bringing education and health to all parts of the state. He is always working for the progress for all.